and welcome back to Rate My Station's channel. I'm Valeria, and today I'm going to be reading the best and worst reviews of 2018. I actually wanted to do the best and worst of June this year, but we really didn't get a lot of great reviews in June, so I had to do the worst of June and the best of 2018 so far. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so the first review I'm reading is from WPSD. A sports reporter wrote, "There are 0 photographers here, and we have 1 show a day. Our cameras are outdated to the point where they cannot get replacement parts. Video would look better coming from your cell phone." At my old station, I used to have to record on my iPad and my phone before, so I'm sorry, I know how that feels. All right, so an MMJ for WFTS wrote, "Matt Brown is the best news director I've worked with yet. Woo! Go Matt Brown! Gives feedback often, good and bad. He used to be an anchor/reporter and understands both aspects." Now, I love a news director that understands what it's like to report and anchor. They know what to expect and they set the bar at a reasonable height, and I love that. You go, Matt Brown. Kudos to you. Next is from KDRV in Medford, Oregon. This is from an MMJ who wrote, "If they treated their people with respect and paid a living wage, people would stay longer. Overall, employees are overworked, taken advantage of, and constantly put into unsafe situations. News director and general manager are both extremely passive-aggressive," sounds like my old station, "and lack basic leadership skills and understanding of what their employees do and what is realistic. Extremely hard to want to come to work here." I am so sorry. If you're somebody out there that hates going to work every single day, maybe your news station is not for you. I know I experienced something like that, and I had to get the hell out, because your mental health is way more important than that news story. I promise you that. KOSA in Odessa, Texas. Odessa, I think. "This place was the worst year and a half of my life. I saw so many young, talented, and passionate journalists be abused and overworked till they quit the station and the business altogether." Sounds familiar? Yeah. "I had never been so miserable and depressed at a station in my life. I repeat, do not go to KOSA CBS 7 News. KOSA, it's not sounding good for y'all. Maybe it should be a change in management. Maybe just asking your employees what's making you upset actually could make all the difference. Talk to your employees, listen to them, because some of us really are miserable and we put on a fake face because that's what we're taught to do in journalism, to put on a face and smile for the camera. But if you're at work and miserable, it shouldn't have to be that way. No one deserves to go to a miserable news station every single day to work." A photog for WJBK wrote, "I can truly say in the 15 years I've been in the news business, this is the best job that I have had." What? Okay, 15 years? Clearly Detroit is the place to work. None of the foolishness that most people deal with on a regular basis. A very calm, respectful work environment. Some people may complain that work here, but they have never worked anywhere else. They haven't worked in sweatshops that pay you just enough for you to get to work the next week. I've been there. If you get a freelance job here, the pay is $29 per hour and top pay is $34.83 an hour. You make about $72,000 a year with no overtime. Wait, why am I not working there? WMTV in Madison, Wisconsin. "This station is constantly trying to do more with less, and it is hurting the quality of news they create." All right, listen up, WMTV. "Gray is running yet another station further into the ground." I actually work for a Gray station, and that makes sense. "It is embarrassing to work here, yikes, especially when you go to stories and leaders feel bad for you and look down on you and your station when the other stations are consistently kicking butt and never miss a beat because they have resources." Woo! Now this definitely sounds like the last station in that market, and I can tell you, I worked at number 3. It's sad. It like hurts you to the core to watch other stations beast all the time on a story that you could be doing great on too if you had the resources. So to the MMJ who wrote that review, my heart goes out to you because I've experienced the same type of struggles. Okay, so for KFVS, a reporter wrote, Do your 2 years and go. Avoid taking on any extra duties because they will not pay you extra for it. You're making $27,000 a year? That's a shame. The low pay has got to stop, news stations. Y'all have got to start paying these reporters, these MMJs, these photographers, these producers, these anchors, what they are worth. If you're working at a news station and you're working 2 and 3 jobs for like 1 or half a person's pay, no, that's just wrong on so many levels. Like, how could anyone think that's okay? On to better news. At WTVY, an anchor/MMJ wrote, the news director here was great to work with. If she gets upset about something, she knows when to drop it. That's nice. She's funny, but can also be very serious at the same time. She's worked in larger markets and likes to treat Dothan like one. Aw, go Lena! Shout out to being a great news director. Seriously, I don't know if you've ever seen the article on my website about how a bad news director can make a news station just terrible to work for. And Lena, you're clearly out here making your news station a great place to work for, so go you. So, an MMJ/producer for WEEK wrote, Perry Boxx, okay, the greatest news director you'll ever have. Okay, hey Perry. Family owned by Quincy Media, so there is no pressure from corporate that pushed political agendas like Sinclair, Nexstar, etc. Shots fired. You'll get a chance to meet the people who run Quincy Media and address possible issues. They're always there to listen and provide reassurance. Wait a second, corporate that you can actually meet and listens to your problems? Yeah, that's a place you're gonna wanna work because oftentimes you don't even really get to talk to corporate. Corporate sometimes is like this ghost, this entity that you only hear about when they come into town. And even when they come into town, you sometimes don't even get to see them. So that's really awesome. Go Quincy Media and go Perry Boxx. Shout out to both of you too. Okay, KPLC. An MMJ wrote, KPLC is a wonderful place to work at, whether you have experience or are brand new. The news director lets you try new things and encourages creativity. That's a win. You are constantly learning, and if your goal is to move up, the Raycom family will help you get there. See, that's another good thing to have at a news station. A company and a corporation that is willing to lift you up throughout the ranks. Like, a lot of corporations don't really care about trying to lift you up to that next station. They just want to keep you where you're at, keep you stuck. So if you go to a station like that, that's great. Now remember, all the stations that were mentioned today that got great reviews can be found in our job center. If you're looking for work, subscribe to our job center today, and you can start applying instantly to all the stations that received great reviews. So go check it out right now and start applying to the greatest news stations in America. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram for IGTV updates just like this. Hey guys, don't forget to stop by ratemystation.com. You know I have to ask you, please contribute in any way. If you love your station, let everyone know. If you can't stand your station, put in a review and let people know that they should not be working there. Also, stop by our store to buy some merch because you guys know you love it. And to everyone who already has contributed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and the website does too.